Oh, hey guys. How y'all doing tonight? Make sure this is working. Hey guys. How y'all doing tonight? I'm using a background. Hopefully, hopefully that looks all right. But we got a lot of things to go over with. We got some camp updates on their projects and their events coming up. We got a book review to go over. So a lot of cool things going on down here in Southwest Florida. Well, throughout Florida in general. Keep in mind next weekend is Kirby Smith's uh, park dedication. Uh, if you want more info on that, check that page out. Go there, take a look. Uh, on what that camp's been active and up to. Very cool camp. Calvin Hart, Rick Roberts, and the list goes on. A good friend of mine, Ronnie. It's a very active camp. They do a lot up there in Jacksonville. A lot. Figure I give them some kudos to those boys. Maybe I could reach out to them and see if they'd be a guest speaker. Speaking of them, if you got your Confederate veteran within the last couple weeks, there you go, guys. Give a shout out to Kirby Smith Camp. Their front gates on the front page of the Confederate veteran. So kudos to them for that. Nicely written article from our Lieutenant Commander in Chief, Jason Boshiers, on that camp. Uh, if you haven't got your Confederate veteran, make sure you read that so you have an idea what that camp's up to, and very active up there in Jacksonville. The park dedication is next weekend. So, hey, Victor, how you doing? That'll be on next week. So that camp's very active. So kudos to Rick Roberts, Calvin Hart, all those guys for that camp. That's their website address if you wanted to go check it out. Uh, with that, that's this weekend's their park dedication for you guys don't know. Next weekend we got a double header. We have the reenactment of the Battle of Narcoossee Mills. I'm going to that. Another reporter, Jay, is going with me to that event. Uh, Also, Leon Arthur with the Cow Cavalry Camp in Arcadia is doing they have an event coming up. It's called Wagon Wheel. That is Friday, Saturday to Sunday, March 25th, 26th, and 27th at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the DeSoto County Turner Civic Center. Uh, Free admission, parking's $5. It's the tractor and antique engines and farm equipment, antique and collectible flea market. They're going to have a booth up there to let you guys know what their camp is doing up there in DeSoto County. Besides that, they're also going to have a member of their camp, him and his wife's going to be selling books up there. So you're looking for a good book on the Civil War or cowboys during that time frame. Check them out. That's next weekend at the Arcadia Civic Center. Uh, with that, the Battle of Narcoossee Mills is next weekend too. That speakers, reenactors, usually the camp up there usually has a pretty decent display up there. So if you live in Florida, but Arcadia and the Battle of Narcoossee Mills. The Battle of Narcoossee Mills is put on by the Jacob Summerlin Camp uh, over there on Lake Kissimmee. It's always a good event. Reenactment's always good. putting on the real atmosphere of for us reenactors is always a good time. So if you're in Kissimmee area, Orlando, whatever, check that event out. That's over there by the Lake Kissimmee. You can go to jacobsumlin.org for more details on that. Uh, so those are two cool events coming up. Actually, three. Kirby Smith next weekend. Wagon Wheel at the Arcadia Civic Center next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but next weekend. Then you get the Battle of Narcoossee Mills up there in Lake Kissimmee. Thanks, Lucky, for the follow. So if you guys are in the chat, speak up, or I can see it's Victor. That's always okay. But those are cool events coming up. Like I said, uh, more to come, more to come. So let me get back to what our actual, you know, I just realized, let me turn off my background. There we go. Hey. Yes, that is a green screen. I'm using a new streaming platform. SCV Chat uses this one. It's called StreamYard. So I'm trying it out, see if I like it. Get your guys' opinions on get your guys' opinions on the atmosphere, stuff you like to see. I'm hoping to get some guest speakers on. This is my second time doing this, so I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Yeah, so our yeah, get back to what our there's our events coming up. So tonight's book review on the end of the Oxcart Trail, put out by Maria Stone, a local author in Naples, Florida. Hopefully, I can get into contact with her, maybe get her on the show and talk about all the books and everything, where she finds her inspiration. All I can do is call her and ask, right, guys? Nothing wrong with that. Worst thing they can say is no. Don't know until you ask. So, in this book, The End of Ox Trail talks about Robert Roberts. Like I said in my show last week, we me and the members of the Bogus camp did a little improv meetup, uh, kind of brotherly love type thing at the Robert Roberts Ranch there in Immokalee, Florida. So I wanted to learn more about the Roberts family. So I did some Google research, came across the this book called The End of Oxcart Trail. Uh, to me, it tied in a lot of information that I knew about, especially with the Cow Cavalry. If you don't know what the Cow Cavalry is, it's a special forces unit per se here in Florida to protect the cattle from being stolen by the Union and being shipped up north to feed the Union soldiers. The cattle, the ranchers like Rick Roberts, Captain Henry, Joel Knight, uh, and I knew about them through the Cow Cavalry, but the book kind of ties them into when they first came down as Robert's family was moving down, hit Wauchula, and then came down to Collier County, aka Immokalee. For a lot of you guys that don't know what Immokalee stands for, Immokalee in Seminole means my home. So Collier County, especially Immokalee, has deep ties with the Seminole Nation. And it's a farming community. Been a farming community for years. Uh, I won't say years, I say generations, more or less. But with that, so Joel Knight, Captain Hendry, as we know, Henry County, Captain Collier, Robert Roberts, they all knew each other before the war. As we know, most, sometimes people join a unit, they could be from anywhere. Well, these guys in this book talks about their beginnings of the Robert Roberts family when they moved to Collier County, uh, to grew their, I won't say empire, their family business, which was cattle at the time, back in the early 19th century. Uh, so back then, Florida was the largest beef producer in America. A lot of these cattlemen would take their cattle to different locations in Florida and then uh, go to Cuba to sell them or further up north to sell them. As we know, cattle is used for multiple different things. Mainly main source is food. So with that, I still got quite a bit to read on the book. I thought I was going to be done with the book in time for this broadcast, but I didn't. I'll be honest with you. So the book is filling a lot of information for me based on the cow cavalry. There we go. There's a much fitting background. If you like the background, yeah, right there. That's the Irish Harp. This is the Irish Brigade, Confederate Irish Brigade flag. So eh, I'm Irish. Uh, so as soon as let me get back to what I was originally talking about. I'm getting off topic again. Uh, so when I finish reading the book, I'll give a better i- inter interpretation of the book. Like I said, I'm only halfway through it, and it tied a lot of information about the cow cavalry and how it came about. So then you have after the War of Northern Aggression, Civil War, whatever you want to call it. I call it the War of Northern Aggression because the South didn't show aggression to the North. They only built up forces to protect their home, just like what Ukraine's doing against Russia. They just want to protect their home. They didn't go to, Russia, drop a bomb or whatever. Yeah, that's Ukraine and Russia. Here in the South, we did not send our troops up north to start the war, to invade the South, invade the North. We just want to be left alone. We just want to do our own thing, you know? That's, you got to respect that. Hey, so, once I get done with the book, I'll give you a bit of opinion on that. And hopefully in the future, I get some guest speakers on there so you don't have to look at my ugly mug all the time. Uh, don't see anybody joining chat yet. Or it could be just me and it's not refreshing. Alrighty, there is a delay going from StreamYard to Facebook. So, guys, I need some input. Hit me up, message me about your event, your camps, your brigades, what's going on, so we can make this show a little bit better for you. Uh, like I said, started out with a book review. Uh, Florida, it's starting to get spring now. So a lot of camps and a lot of brigades throughout the Florida division is going to start getting active again. We're always active, We're always active year round. So So with that, looking forward to some updates and some reviews from other camps throughout Florida. Uh, Not just here in Southwest Florida, but throughout Florida. I mean, I wonder, I'm a proud member of the Florida Division. I wouldn't be a brigade commander if I didn't. This is a disclaimer. This is just my opinion. Truly love this division. I love the people in it. Uh, you know, we could be great. We just need to stay with up to date technology to get our message out there. Just like our ancestors did. Our ancestors just didn't have the tools and that to get their word and their message out there. That's all we're trying to do. We're Southerners. We're trying to get our message out there that we're here and we're not going away. We're going to forward the charge. We're going to clean our cemeteries. We're going to clean our monuments. Take one monument down. We're going to put four up. Take you want to get upset about the Confederate flag? We're going to get moving and put up four more flags in the state. Uh, yeah, we just guys give you an update. We had a decent storm come through Florida. Uh, After the storm passed, I went out to Buckingham Cemetery, checked on that. Nothing wrong with it. It's in good shape. Uh, so Yeah, still doing my research on the Cal Cavalry. I know they've been to Fort Myers, Henry County over, Florida, defending their homes, their property. Uh, so we talked about some camp updates, what camps are out there doing. You know, like I said, it's getting ready around springtime, so I know a lot of camps and divisions out there are going to get active, cleaning the monuments and headstones. So that's why I got this hat on. That's the CERT hat, Confederate Emergency Response Team. It's the no harm way of cleaning monuments and headstones. If you live in South Florida, you want to get a CERT program going in your camp or your brigade, hit me up. If you live in Central Florida, hit up Jeff Cotton with the early camp. If you live in North Florida, hit up Rick Roberts. That's our division adjutant, if you don't know by now. So, combination of three will get you rocking and rolling with the no harm method of cleaning headstones and monuments. I've been doing it down here. Pretty much, I got all my cemeteries cleaned up. Uh, Except for Fort Myers Cemetery, that I do it based on because there's over 48 Confederates buried there, so I do it based on the a family what a if a family member sees it and wants it clean. I did that not too long ago for a good friend of mine. She used to work with my mom, and Mark Bass. Uh, Mark put me in touch with her to see if she wanted to join either the UDC or the OCR. So I gave her information on that, see where that goes. Uh, the UDC or the OCR. Uh, but as soon as she told me about her Confederate veteran, I located it. It was in Fort Myers Cemetery, and went down there and cleaned it. I got to do a follow up and here in say next month. I know next month's going to be Easter. It's also I believe it's Confederate Memorial Month, or is that May? I could be wrong, but you know, get her pictures, see how it came out. If I need to do any more scrubbing on it or whatever, I'll post pictures on the page. Hope you guys are enjoying the page. What's going on down here. You know, I want to grow this page. moving in the right direction. Now, besides what's going on here in Southwest Florida, I want to do it throughout Florida. That's my dream. Uh, I know I got Victor Smith in the chat. Probably get him on as a guest speaker. Uh, Talk about his camp, what they're doing. I know he had a fundraiser. He has a fundraiser going, so I want to get him on, talk about his fundraiser and what's his hopes and dreams for the money. I know he's talked about getting either a monument or a headstone for a Confederate soldier that's buried up there. Uh, Based on what his camp is named after. So that'd be a good time to get him on. Like I said, this is my only second time I'm doing this. So I want to see how this goes and if we get any more feedback on what's going out on throughout Florida. Hey, I like promoting. You do good work, treat me with respect. I'm gonna do good work for you and treat you with much respect as possible. Yeah, I like promoting. I like promoting not just my brigade. I also like promoting my division. So, guys, it's about 30 minutes. I'm not getting any engagement in the chat, so I'm gonna start talking about me. My name is Sean McFall. I am a descendant of a Confederate veteran. I'm also a descendant of a Union veteran. I'm also a descendant of a War 1812 veteran. I'm also a descendant of a Revolution War veteran. Uh, yeah, my family has fought from the Revolution War all the way up to present day. So, want to give my salute to my family members that have served, past and present. I've been in the SCV for since I was 18 years old. I was it 18 or I don't know. Went to my first reenactment, the Battle of Fort Myers, when it used to be out there in Buckingham. Uh, Good friend of mine, got to talk with him. And another friend of mine used to be my middle school health teacher. Go figure, right? So I got to talk with them, and they were telling me, my mom and Captain Edlin worked together. So uh, they got to talking and, went out with to reenactment with him and fell in love with it at 12. So I've always asked about the SCV since I was 12 years old. I always got told you have to be a male descendant. You have to be at least 18 years old to be a full member. Not today. You can be a cadet if you have your brother or sister. I mean, not your sister, your brother, your dad, your uncle. That's a full member in the SCV. So check out the cadet program. You can find all the information on the cadet program on uh, scv.org. So remember, there's a disclaimer. This is just my opinion, no opinions of my brigade, my division, or HQ, or Army. So, guys, so with that, with my family served, you know, if I didn't learn about my Union veteran ancestor that died at Andersonville, it wouldn't had I wouldn't been in the SCV because learning about him, I learned about other ancestors that served, which led me to my Confederate ancestors. all over the South, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, Arkansas. So, you know, you can use whatever platform you want to use to do your genealogy. I did mine on ancestral.com, not to promote it or anything. It worked for me. Everybody's different. With one of my Confederate ancestors, I found his grandson moved to Tampa area. Have you ever been to Tampa area? You saw the world's biggest battle flag. They changed it out from the battle flag, first national, second national, third. The world's biggest Confederate flag flying pole right there in Tampa. Down the road from it's a cemetery. Can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. So, you know, I wanted to see if he had my Confederate ancestor had any descendants. So I found his descendant in Tampa, located it, went out there. Uh, Me and Jay went out there to locate it after a reenactment. It got done early in Dade City. I'm like, hey, what the hell? We're driving by there and take a look. Well, it was storming, raining, and everything. And like, I just come back up here. So I called the cemetery. The cemetery was grateful on helping me locate him. Went up there, located him, found out he served in World War II Navy. Uh, that was the grandson of one of my Confederate veterans. Uh, I went up there with everything that I needed to clean his headstone. You know, I was thinking the worst. Luckily, the headstone was in good shape and everything, so I didn't have to clean it or anything. As I was walking around the cemetery, I did see some. Majority of the headstones look good in that cemetery. There was a couple rough ones, but I didn't have permission to clean them, so and I wanted to clean them bad. So, uh, that, you know, the yeah, jumping into your genealogy, you never know where the rock's gonna turn. Like for me in the 1600s, my family left Scotland, went to Ireland. Ireland in the 1700s came to America. Uh, my direct ancestors settled in Philadelphia, outside of Philadelphia. His brothers settled in Virginia and the Carolinas. There was time frame. So that's enough about me. Anybody have any questions or anything for me? Feel free to ask. I'm here. Willing to talk to you guys. Like I said, this is my second attempt at doing this. Uh, you know, that's why I got that flag behind me in my backdrop because it is St. Patrick's Day coming up. So feel free to ask questions or anything or engage. Uh, Let me get over here. So, guys, if you love the broadcast, let me know what I need to work on and everything. I'm hoping to bring you some more content as this page grows. Uh, like I said, I know Victor Smith was in the channel. Maybe it's a bad time or whatever. If you need the information on the book review that I did, that I will finish up. There's the name of the book. It talks about the Robert Roberts family and how they were connected to the Henry family, the Joel Knight family, before the war. Then, because I knew about them in the war, served with the Cal Cavalry, but I didn't know how they were connected. The book's been filling me in on that. So it's a good book to check out if you get a chance. So Guys, I've been going at this for 30 minutes. I haven't heard anything, any comments or anything. So, uh, I'm going to end the broadcast. The, yeah, I'm going to end the broadcast. You guys, thank you for joining. If you were watching, you didn't make a comment or anything. I'm here to have fun. Uh, yeah, I'm only going to get better. I'm going to get better based on your feedback. If it's not your feedback, I can't get better. So feel free to join me next Tuesday. I'm hoping to have a guest speaker on. Uh, so with that, have a good night. Stay Southern. Hope I was very informative of everything for you. Candyman and Moose are on SCV chat, Victor, and that will be Thursday night. Check out their page. They're great guys. I mean, I'm going to promote them if they promote me, just like the Texas Alamo Guard camp. Uh, they're streaming out there too, so go check their Facebook page out and their website. Next week, I'm gonna have links, banners set up so I can promote them. They are promoting me, so yeah, they're promoting me on what I'm doing. So a lot of good info. A lot of good events coming up. Like I said, it's getting spring, so camps, brigades, and divisions will be getting active. So, other than that, guys, stay Southern. Hope you like the show. As I said, I'm trying out a new program, so I've got to hit in broadcast. Stay Southern, my friends.